It was a quiet evening, the kind where you can hear the soft hum of the fridge and the ticking of the kitchen clock. You open the cupboard, searching for sugar or salt, but instead, your hand stops on an old, forgotten box. A simple white powder that's been sitting there for months, maybe years. Bicarbonate of soda. Just a baking ingredient, right? But what if I told you that this humble powder could be the key to transforming your health in ways you never imagined? Around the world, billions of dollars are spent every year on medicines, supplements, and treatments for things like acid reflux, joint pain, fatigue, and bad breath. We buy pills, creams, and sprays, chasing relief, chasing energy, chasing balance. And yet, hidden right there in our own kitchens is a remedy so simple, so powerful, that only about 2% of people truly understand how to use it. Today, we're going to change that. Forget what you thought you knew about bicarbonate. This isn't just for baking cakes or scrubbing stains. This is an ancient ally, a forgotten tool used by cultures across the world for everything from calming a burning stomach to soothing aching joints, from refreshing the breath to supporting tired kidneys. And the best part? It's natural. It's affordable. And when used with care, it's backed by science, not just old wives' tales. So before you reach for that expensive bottle of pills, stick with me. Let's rediscover the incredible power of what's already in your kitchen. This one small change could make a big difference in how you feel every single day. Let's be honest, in today's world, we've been trained to believe that solutions must be complex, expensive, or high-tech to be effective. Walk into any pharmacy, and you'll see shelves packed with colorful bottles, promising quick fixes for every problem you can name. TV ads and social media influencers push miracle supplements, new diets, and high-priced treatments. Somewhere along the way, we stopped trusting in the power of simple things, like what's sitting quietly in our own kitchens. Take bicarbonate of soda, for example. Just think about it, this small, unassuming box has been part of human life for centuries. Ancient cultures didn't need flashy marketing to know its worth. In Japan, people have long used it in therapeutic baths to ease joint pain. In rural Latin America, it's been a trusted cure for heavy stomachs after big meals. In parts of Scandinavia, it's mixed with natural oils to create gentle, chemical-free deodorants. And yet today, most of us don't even give it a second thought. We see it as a baking aid, or maybe a way to freshen up the fridge. The idea that it could help support digestion, soothe arthritis pain, calm skin irritation, or even help balance the body's internal pH? That sounds too simple to be true, and so we overlook it. But why? Maybe it's because we've been taught to associate health with high cost. Or maybe we've simply forgotten the wisdom of generations before us, wisdom that didn't come from fancy labs, but from careful observation and experience. The truth is, nature often provides what we need. And bicarbonate of soda is a perfect example. When used correctly and responsibly, it offers benefits that modern science is only now beginning to validate, benefits our grandparents and great-grandparents already knew. In this journey, we'll rediscover those secrets together. We'll look at how this simple powder can support the body, not as a miracle cure, but as a humble helper that deserves a place in our daily lives. Because sometimes, the answer doesn't come in a pill. It comes in what we've had all along. Imagine this, it's late at night. You've just finished a big meal, maybe it was that extra slice of pizza, or those spicy wings you couldn't resist. At first, you feel full. Then, slowly, that familiar burning sensation creeps up your chest. Acid reflux. Heartburn. That uncomfortable reminder that your body is struggling to cope with what you've given it. Millions of people know this feeling all too well. And what do most of us do? We reach for a bottle of antacid tablets, or we tough it out, hoping the discomfort will pass. But here's the part no one tells you: you might already have a gentler, faster-acting solution sitting quietly in your kitchen cupboard. Bicarbonate of soda, or baking soda, as many of us call it, has the remarkable ability to neutralize excess stomach acid. When mixed with water and swallowed, it reacts with the hydrochloric acid in your stomach, creating salt, water, and carbon dioxide. The result? That fiery sensation is calmed, often within minutes. It's like turning off a flame before it spreads. And this isn't just folk wisdom. Medical studies have confirmed that bicarbonate can work as effectively as many over-the-counter antacids, without artificial additives, dyes, or unnecessary chemicals. It's simple science. But it's not just heartburn that bicarbonate can help with. People who suffer from bloating or slow digestion sometimes find relief because this simple compound helps restore balance to the digestive system. In rural areas of Latin America, after a heavy meal, it's common to see families sip a glass of water with a pinch of bicarbonate to settle their stomachs. In India and Mexico, older generations keep it on hand as a trusted post-meal aid. Of course, there's a right way to use it. 1 small teaspoon dissolved in a glass of water is usually enough. You sip it slowly, allowing the mixture to do its quiet work. No need for expensive pills or complicated remedies. And yet, it's important to remember, this is a tool, not a daily habit. While bicarbonate can offer fast, natural relief for occasional digestive discomfort, using it too often or in large amounts can disrupt the body's natural acid balance. Always listen to your body, and when in doubt, consult a healthcare professional. What's beautiful about bicarbonate is how it connects us to simple, time-tested ways of caring for ourselves. It reminds us that sometimes the best solutions are the ones that don't come in shiny packaging. They come in small, humble forms, like a powder that can calm a storm in your stomach. So next time that burn starts rising, remember, before you head to the pharmacy, your kitchen might already hold the answer. Picture this: an elderly man wakes up before sunrise. His hands ache as he tries to button his shirt. His knees feel stiff, every step a reminder of the years gone by. He sits on the edge of his bed, massaging his joints, wondering how he'll get through the day. For millions of people, not just the elderly, but anyone who's lived with arthritis, muscle fatigue, or chronic joint pain, this scene feels all too real. The struggle isn't just physical, it wears on the mind, chipping away at confidence, joy, and freedom. What if I told you that something as ordinary as bicarbonate of soda could offer a gentle form of relief? Not as a cure, but as a quiet ally in the daily battle against inflammation and discomfort. You see, one of the hidden powers of bicarbonate is its ability to help balance the body's pH. When we eat certain foods or experience stress, our bodies can become more acidic, and research suggests that an overly acidic environment may contribute to inflammation. Bicarbonate, with its natural alkalinizing effect, can help shift that balance, creating conditions that may reduce systemic inflammation. In fact, some recent studies have explored how small, carefully measured doses of bicarbonate, always under medical supervision, can help people with inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis. The findings? Bicarbonate appears to calm the overactive immune response that causes so much of the pain and swelling. This isn't just theory. In rural communities, people have long made use of bicarbonate in simple ways, adding a pinch to warm water for a soothing drink, or using it in therapeutic baths to ease sore muscles. In Japan, bicarbonate baths are still part of traditional care for aching joints. Imagine stepping into warm water infused with this humble powder and feeling that gentle, soothing relief spread through your body. And it's not just for the elderly. After a long day of physical work or an intense workout, bicarbonate can help tired muscles recover. By neutralizing the acid that builds up during exertion, it may help reduce that lingering soreness that can follow. Of course, like any natural remedy, it's not about taking large amounts or using it without thought. Every body is unique, and what helps one person may not suit another. That's why it's vital to approach bicarbonate as a supportive tool, something to discuss with a healthcare provider, and to use as part of a wider approach that includes good nutrition, gentle movement, and self-care. What makes bicarbonate so special isn't just its affordability or availability. It's the reminder that sometimes, healing begins with the simplest things: a glass of water, a warm bath, a small pinch of powder. Small steps that, together, can make life a little lighter and a little easier to move through. You're in the middle of an important conversation. Maybe it's at work, maybe it's a family gathering. You lean in to speak, and suddenly, you see the other person take a tiny step back. In that split second, your confidence fades. You wonder, is my breath okay? Bad breath is something nobody wants to talk about, but almost everyone experiences at some point. It can come from the foods we eat, a dry mouth, slow digestion, or just not brushing quite as thoroughly as we should. And while most of us reach for gum, mints, or mouthwash, those solutions usually just mask the problem. What if the real answer was much simpler and already in your kitchen? Bicarbonate of soda has long been used as a natural ally for oral health. When mixed with water, it creates a mild alkaline solution that helps balance the pH in your mouth. Why is this important? Because the bacteria that cause bad breath thrive in acidic environments. By reducing that acidity, bicarbonate makes it harder for these bacteria to survive and multiply. And the benefits don't stop at fresher breath. Bicarbonate's gentle abrasive quality can help clean teeth and gums without harsh chemicals. It reaches places your toothbrush can't, like the back of your tongue, a common hiding place for odor-causing bacteria. In many traditional households, people still swish with bicarbonate water or sprinkle a little on their toothbrush for a deeper clean. It's simple to use. Dissolve half a teaspoon of bicarbonate in a glass of warm water and use it as a mouth rinse or for gentle gargling. No artificial flavors, no hidden ingredients, just pure, natural freshness. And here's the best part: not only is it effective, but it's affordable and accessible. A small box of bicarbonate costs a fraction of what you'd spend on branded mouthwashes, and it comes without the burning sensation or overpowering taste. So the next time you want to greet the world with confidence, remember, the simplest solutions are often the most powerful. It's a warm summer evening. You're enjoying the outdoors, maybe a picnic, a walk through the park, or just tending to your garden. Everything feels peaceful until it happens. A sharp sting on your arm. The itching starts almost instantly. A mosquito bite. Or maybe it's a rash from brushing against a plant. We've all been there. That sudden irritation, the swelling, the urge to scratch even though we know it'll only make it worse. And while most people reach for chemical creams or ointments, there's a simpler, safer remedy that's been trusted for generations: bicarbonate of soda. When mixed with a little water, bicarbonate forms a soothing paste. This paste can be applied directly to the skin to help neutralize acidity, calm inflammation, and relieve itching. It's gentle enough for sensitive skin, even for children or older adults who might react badly to harsh products. Think of it as a tiny shield for your skin. The alkalinity of the bicarbonate helps counteract the acidic compounds in insect venom or plant irritants, offering almost instant comfort. And its mild antiseptic properties provide an added layer of protection, reducing the risk of infection if you've already scratched the skin. In rural communities and among outdoor enthusiasts, this trick is well known. Hikers, campers, and parents often carry a small container of bicarbonate in their first aid kits, because they know that when nature leaves its mark, nature can also provide the remedy. It's easy to use. Simply mix a teaspoon of bicarbonate with just enough water to form a smooth paste. Gently apply to the affected area and let it sit for a few minutes before rinsing off. You'll often feel the relief within moments. And the best part? There's no perfume, no artificial dyes, no chemicals, just pure, simple care from an ingredient you probably already have at home. So the next time the outdoors leaves you with an itchy reminder, skip the fancy creams. Reach for what's tried, true, and trusted, a small pinch of bicarbonate, and the comfort of knowing you've got nature on your side. Deep inside your body, your kidneys work day and night, quietly filtering your blood, balancing fluids, and helping remove waste. These organs are like silent guardians. We don't think much about them until something goes wrong. And when the kidneys struggle, the whole body feels it. One of the hidden dangers that can silently harm the kidneys over time is excessive acidity in the body. When our diets are too rich in processed foods, sugar, or meat, or when stress levels stay high, the body can become more acidic than it should be. This condition, called acidosis, forces the kidneys to work harder, and over the years, this extra strain can contribute to kidney damage. Here's where bicarbonate of soda steps in as a quiet, natural helper. With its alkalinizing properties, bicarbonate helps neutralize excess acid in the body, creating a gentler internal environment where the kidneys don't have to fight so hard. It's like offering them a moment to breathe, to recover, to keep doing their vital work without constant overload. In fact, medical studies have shown that for people with early-stage kidney disease, carefully monitored small doses of bicarbonate can slow the progression of damage, in some cases reducing the risk of further decline by more than 30%. That's not a miracle cure, but it's a meaningful, science-backed support that could make a real difference. And this isn't just for those with diagnosed kidney problems. Even healthy people, especially as they age, can benefit from keeping their body's pH in balance. A more alkaline environment can help reduce the conditions that contribute to inflammation, fatigue, and other chronic concerns. The method? Simple. Under the guidance of a healthcare professional, a small pinch of bicarbonate dissolved in water can be taken occasionally to help the body restore balance. It's not something to use carelessly or every day without advice, but as part of a thoughtful, natural wellness plan, it can be a valuable tool. Across cultures, people have long known this. In some regions of the world, elders will quietly recommend a sip of bicarbonate water after a heavy meal or during times of stress. It's a small act of self-care, passed down through generations. What's beautiful about bicarbonate is how it reminds us that support for our health doesn't always come in complex formulas or expensive treatments. Sometimes, it's the simple, humble things, the small daily choices, that help us protect what matters most inside. Picture a runner pushing through the final stretch of a race. Their legs feel heavy, their muscles burn, and every breath is a struggle. Or imagine a parent after a long day of work, trying to muster the energy to play with their children. That deep, aching fatigue, we've all felt it. What if something as simple as a pinch of bicarbonate of soda could help push those limits a little further? This might surprise you, but bicarbonate has been quietly used by athletes, from casual runners to professionals, as a natural way to support endurance and reduce fatigue. The secret lies in how it helps neutralize lactic acid, the substance that builds up in muscles during intense activity and causes that familiar burning sensation. When lactic acid accumulates, it lowers the pH in muscle tissue, creating an acidic environment that leads to fatigue and slower performance. Bicarbonate's natural alkalinity helps counteract that acid, creating better conditions for muscles to keep going, just a little longer, just a little stronger. And it's not just theory. Scientific studies have found that athletes who take carefully measured doses of bicarbonate before exercise can experience up to 20% improved performance in activities that require bursts of intense effort, like sprinting, cycling, or high-rep strength training. But here's the key. It's not about taking large amounts or using it every time. For sports or heavy physical work, a small, controlled dose, always with professional guidance, can provide that little extra edge without relying on expensive supplements or artificial enhancers. In some cultures, like in Russia's military training programs or in parts of Eastern Europe, bicarbonate has long been part of physical conditioning routines. It's another reminder that sometimes, simple tools can offer real power when used wisely. So whether you're an athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone trying to find more energy to get through the day, remember, the humble box of bicarbonate in your kitchen might hold more potential than you ever imagined. By now, it's clear, bicarbonate of soda offers a world of natural support. From digestion to joints, from breath to endurance, it's a humble powder with powerful potential. But as with any tool, it's not about using it blindly. Even natural remedies have limits, and understanding those limits is key to using bicarbonate safely and effectively. Let's start with the most important truth: natural doesn't always mean harmless. If used in large amounts, or too often, bicarbonate can upset the delicate balance inside the body. Because it alters pH, overuse can lead to something called alkalosis, a condition where the body becomes too alkaline. This can cause symptoms like nausea, muscle twitching, confusion, or in rare cases, more serious issues like irregular heart rhythms. Another risk is hidden in its sodium content. Bicarbonate is sodium bicarbonate, and sodium, as we know, affects fluid balance and blood pressure. For people with high blood pressure, heart conditions, or kidney problems, using bicarbonate without guidance could lead to water retention, swelling, or added strain on the heart. It's also important to be mindful if you're taking medications. Bicarbonate can change how the body absorbs certain drugs, including antibiotics, heart medicines, and some painkillers. This is why it's always wise to check with a doctor or pharmacist before adding regular doses to your routine. And here's another caution: bicarbonate is not a replacement for a healthy lifestyle. It won't undo the effects of a poor diet, inactivity, or other risky habits. Think of it as a small support, a helper, not a magic fix. So how do you use it wisely? Start small. Pay attention to how your body responds. Never use it daily or in large quantities without medical advice. And remember, sometimes, less is more. The beauty of bicarbonate lies in its simplicity, and in the wisdom of using it with respect and care. When we honor its limits, it can truly become part of a balanced, natural approach to wellness. So now, you know. That small box of bicarbonate sitting quietly in your kitchen is more than just a baking ingredient. It's a reminder that powerful things often come in the simplest forms. Throughout history, across cultures, people have turned to bicarbonate for relief, balance, and support. From calming heartburn after a heavy meal, to soothing sore muscles, to offering a natural boost of endurance, this humble powder has quietly stood by, waiting for us to remember its worth. But the real secret isn't just in the powder itself. It's in how we choose to use it, with knowledge, care, and respect for our own bodies. In a world that often pushes us toward quick fixes and expensive solutions, bicarbonate reminds us that nature often offers answers that are simple, accessible, and kind. Imagine what could change in your life if you made room for small, thoughtful choices like this. Less reliance on chemicals. More connection to natural wisdom. Greater trust in your own body's ability to heal and thrive. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What part of this journey surprised you most? Have you ever tried using bicarbonate in one of these ways? Share your experience in the comments below, because your story might be the inspiration someone else needs today. And if you found this guide valuable, please like this video, share it with someone who could benefit, and subscribe for more natural health insights. Together, we can rediscover the quiet power of what's been with us all along. Take care of yourself. Your body is your home, treat it with the care it deserves.